So to help Japanese listeners get to know you better, so we are going to do a quick Q&A interview. Just answer with your instincts.
Sick. Let's do it.
So the first one, okay, let's go. So this is your first time visiting Japan, and what kind of impression do you have to Japan? And is there anything you do like to do while you are in here?
I've actually been one time before, but it was very brief. It was for like 5 days or 6 days. So and it was very brief. But
when?
April of 2023.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
But man, I love it here so much. Like,
really?
Yeah, I love all the fashion. I love all the music. It's just, I don't know. It's a very special place for me. So I love it here.
Nice, thank you. So what would you like to do? Anything?
What would I like to do while I'm here?
This time, yeah.
Oh man, dude. I want to spend more time in Osaka. Last time I was only there for 1 day. I spent a good amount of time in Shibuya. I spent a good amount of time in Kyoto. I wish I had spent a little longer in Osaka, but 7 days is hard, bro. 6 days is just not enough. So I want to spend a little bit more time in Osaka and just explore more. Last time it was, I think I played a show and there wasn't really much of a plan. So I want to be very open-minded. So if you have any recommendations, anyone here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We need to, I want to see as much new stuff as possible.
Okay. So after Osaka gig, when you go back to...
Let's see. The Osaka gig is on the 8th, and then I have a show in Boston on the 13th. I think I fly back on the 11th or 12th.
Oh, okay.
So I still have a few days.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in Kyoto, the 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then fly back to Boston or fly to Boston on the 12th.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the next one. So for those who are discovering Daniel Allan for the first time, which one song would you recommend?
That's tough. I mean, I think like the classic one is "I Just Need," which is my biggest song. It's like the song that kind of started my career, I would say, in very many ways. And then I think if I can give a second song, I would say it's probably "Better With You," which is the song that I just put out. I think that's like the most modern iteration of what I've been working on. But if you have to start somewhere, you got to start with "I Just Need." That's like the beginning of the story, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
So the next one. So your music blends electric and emotional elements. So where do you get your inspiration when you creating music?
Honestly, traveling helps a lot for me. I weirdly really like chaos.
Yeah.
I like the pacing of touring and being gone from my home very often. Like for me, I make a lot of my best music on like airplanes or in cars or whatever. Like for me, it's very weird. I've always kind of been like that. I think it's kind of, I struggle a little bit when I have to sit in one place. I like moving around, you know what I mean? So for me, kind of going and seeing a lot of different places is great for me. Maybe that's why I'm here. That's why I'm in Japan right now.
Thank you. Okay, so the next one. So are there any genres or artists that you've been paying attention to recently?
Like new artists or artists that have been releasing for a while?
I mean, new artists. Yeah, it's upcoming.
I don't know how new they are, but there are these artists out of the UK, DJ Heartstring. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They make a little bit more like trance-leaning music. That's what I've been listening to a lot more of recently. But man, I'm everywhere. Like I love finding tiny artists that have like 800 monthly listeners and like being in the weeds on that. So I'm a very like I have like this but digitally. You know what I mean? Like I'm very similar in that sense. So yeah, I'm very in the weeds on finding new music.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is not new artists. So please name 3 artists who have influenced you the current sound.
Holy shit. Okay. It's so hard to pick 3. My favorite artist is Skrillex.
Oh,
I think he's always number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I think I want to say more when I started getting into music, Flume was a really big inspiration for me. I think it's been really interesting bringing that inspiration back into my current, style of music. And then I would probably say actually Above and Beyond, who are like older trance guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring a little bit more of that influence back into my stuff recently. So I don't know. 3 is really hard, but I think those 3 feel pretty good.
But you love the trance.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. Trance was like the first genre of music that I made, even before Daniel Allan. Like I had a different artist project that I was like messing around with. That was when I was first learning Ableton, when I was first learning how to make music. Like trance was kind of my first love in music, and I think now I'm starting to maybe find like a different take on it. You know what I mean? That maybe feels a little bit more like my own, and like I guess a more 2025 version of it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's like, I mean, my first love in music was Armin van Buuren and A State of Trance, Tiesto, and In Search of Sunrise. You know, like I was really early to that kind of stuff because I have a brother who's 15 years older than me, and he was showing me music when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the next one, so you usually dig for new tracks. So can you share any recommended methods for discovering the music?
My favorite way of doing it is, I feel like I'm very lucky. I have a lot of friends who have really good taste in music. And I'll literally go to their SoundCloud and then I'll look through their likes, and then I'll go like 10 artists deep. And eventually I just have no idea how I got to where I got to. I'm just in some random corner of the internet on SoundCloud. So that's probably like my personal way of doing it. Is I have like 3 or 4 friends that I really trust their taste, and I go down the rabbit hole.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I want to know who.
I'll tell him Darby. Yeah, I don't know if you know Darby.
Darby, yeah.
Darby is one of them. He has incredible taste. Wow. Yeah, he's Australian. He's a really talented Australian artist. Yeah, I'm very in the weeds on Darby. I normally start at Darby and then go from there. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one, there been any unexpected incidents or memorable stories during your tours?
Like good or bad?
Boss.
Okay. We had a crazy one recently. A pretty crazy one recently. When I started my tour, I was on a flight to New York. That's where the first show was. And on the flight, the lady gave me a can of Diet Coke. But I told her, I said, keep it in the can. I'll just put it in my seat for later. And when I'm getting off the flight, because I was working on my laptop, I was making music the whole flight. And when I get off the flight, I realize I'm like, oh, I still have this can of Diet Coke. Let me put it in my backpack. I get off the plane, and my entire backpack is super drenched. And I get my laptop out, and I because I made this song on the plane. I wanted to show Cooper. I want to show my friends, and my laptop isn't working. Like it's like stuck. It's like stuck in recovery mode, and so I sent it to the Apple store, and they wiped my hard drive. And so I'm like basically starting over. Like I'm basically like fully like I don't even he has a Ableton, right? This is what my Ableton looks like. I have no plugins. It's just like straight audio tracks, you know. So I'm fully starting over right now. So that was a pretty tough one, man. But it's honestly like it was just funny the way that it worked out because at the time I had to submit the master for Better With You. And I was behind because I like kept making changes to it. And my friend Dylan, who was helping me mix the song, he had a version of it on his desktop computer, and he was opening for me in New York, and he brought his desktop computer to New York. And so we rented a studio in New York, and we just finished the whole thing on his computer. So I got really lucky because I didn't have any backups. Like it's not good. Now I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson now, you know, but it was a pretty tough way to learn, but honestly, it's all good, man. Like I think I was reading. I think it's happened to Skrillex too. Like I think it's in his very early days. I'm like, okay, if Skrillex can get over it, I need to find a way to get over it too. You know. So yeah, that was a crazy one, but we're on the other side now, and it's been fun. It's been fun, like starting new.
That was nightmare.
I know.
That was really good stories.
Yeah. Thanks.
So how about a good way?
A good story from touring. From touring recently.
Yeah, true.
Actually, so my first festival that felt like a really big show was in North Carolina last year. So there was a festival. It's called Breakaway. They have like 15 festivals in the U.S. And I remember like a couple days before the show, the lineup came out, and I was like a lot higher on the lineup than I thought I was gonna be. I don't know how it worked out. I think 2 artists maybe pulled out, so I was like really high on like the main stage. I was playing right before Chase and Status. And it was like their, I think, second show in the U.S. like in the past 5 years or whatever. And as we're taking off on the flight, so many flights are getting canceled because there's a hurricane in North Carolina. Like it was like a crazy experience. And there was one airline, Spirit Airlines. It was the only flight that we could take to get into North Carolina. Somehow we get in, like no idea how. We landed. We had to divert the flight. We had to like fly into a different city, whatever. We got to the show, and it was like maybe my favorite festival set of all time. Like it was literally, we were so worried that the stage wasn't going to get built in time because of the hurricane winds. And then it got built like 1 hour maybe before I went on. And then I go on, and the first song I look out, there are like 8,000 people. Like it was just like fully, and then like people kept running up. So that was a beautiful one. I mean, there have been so many good ones. EDC recently was beautiful, like just like a lifetime kind of memory there. I brought out my childhood best friend. So that was like a beautiful moment. So yeah, too many good ones to count, man. I don't know. I'm very grateful for it.
Nice. So the next, song you would proudly keep playing for the rest of your life as a DJ?
A song of mine or any song?
Any song, whatever.
Holy shit.
One song.
Oh my God, that's so hard, bro. Oh man, this is difficult. Probably something by like Empire of the Sun. I feel like that's just like a classic. I've been playing like an edit of Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun. I mean, anything Daft Punk, I think you can play forever and ever and ever again. Like, I don't know. Man, what? That's such a tough question.
Okay. So you choose the two songs that
yeah.
understand and Daft Punk.
Yeah, anything Daft Punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one. So would you give to up and the coming DJs, producers about getting more people to discover their music and set? What advice would you give them?
For more people to find their music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think don't think too much about it. I think that it's when I first started making music and when I first started putting music out, I think I was very lucky that I was a very naive person. Like I was, a 16-year-old kid. Like I wasn't thinking about all of the steps that it takes. You have to have a big song or you have to play festivals or this or that. I kind of just started somewhere and I kept trying over and over again, and eventually something started to work, I think, in one way. And I think it's very important to not overthink things, whether that's like putting out music, posting on the internet. Like the reality is like one song, one moment, one video, whatever it might be can change your life. And the reality is like some of those songs might be sitting on your hard drive. Some of those videos might be ideas that you think are too corny or too stupid, but who are you to decide? You know what I mean? I think it's something that people should decide, and it's something that you should just try putting out. So I don't know, just don't overthink it, and I don't know, just keep trying stuff.
Okay, thank you. So the last 3 questions.
I'm here all day, brother. We can do more than 3. Yeah, whatever you need.
So what's something you've been into lately in your personal life?
Man, in my personal life, I don't have much of a personal life, bro. I'm like, bro, that's such a tough question, man. I mean, I'm really happy to travel in the pockets that I get. I would say like this trip is kind of half a work trip, half a personal trip. Yeah. So as much as I can travel in the pockets, I appreciate, But I think that the thing that no one tells you about being an artist is you do work all the time. And so it is a little bit hard to balance. I need advice from you on how to balance stuff, man, because that's I wish I had more of a personal life, but I don't know, I'm so in the weeds on music and whatnot that it's kind of hard. I need to like read more. I need to do something. Okay. I need to do something cool. I'm literally like I'm working on music all the time.
Okay. So for the next one, so including your appearance at the Cultura that we talked, and also EDC, and what are your future plans for the things you would like to try?
Yeah, I mean Coachella. I'm gonna cross Coachella off when I have my own set there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it's like, the thing is, man, like it never stops. You know what I mean? You have one goal and then you hit the goal and then you're like, oh, like maybe like, oh, I played EDC. Maybe one day I headline EDC, right? So I think it's really important to just enjoy it because, it's if all you're thinking about is the goals all the time, then it becomes more like a job, you know what I mean? And it just becomes, I think, a little bit more difficult to enjoy. So, I mean, man, there's so many like bucket list items I'm grateful I get to experience. I'm doing my first Lollapalooza this year. That was like the first festival I went to as a kid. So that's like the one that's circled on my calendar right now as like the really special one. But yeah, dude, I mean, Hard Summer I'm doing this year. So many like cool gigs. I mean, bro, I'm just lucky. There's so many things that I want to do that are on my list. I mean, I've never played in Australia before. That's like a big time goal for me. I grew up playing tennis. It was like my first love was playing tennis. And my big goal is that I can play a show at the same time as every Grand Slam, like in that. So like basically play a show in Australia in January, a show in Paris in May during the French Open, in London in July during Wimbledon, and then in September in New York during the US Open. That's like my big goal, is that music can take me towards like my first passion, which was tennis. Yeah.
Wow, you can do it.
Hopefully, man.
Or tell us about any information that you can tell like now, like this timing
About
your like a release. Or
Yeah.
anything.
So I have I just put out Better With You. It's gonna be the first single on like an upcoming EP that I'm gonna be putting out. I don't want to say the name of it yet, but it's a project that feels like a sampler of a lot of the stuff that I'm very into at the time. I have some really cool collabs on it. I have a collab with these guys, Louis the Child, that I'm putting out on the project, and this other artist, Stresshead, who's also incredible. And then I think in a few weeks I'm putting out the next single, which is called "Start to Slip." I'll play it in the radio in the DJ part so you can hear it. But yeah, man, I just want to keep releasing music, man. That's like, I care about that way too much.
Yeah,
So
we always really looking forward to that.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm really excited to just be in a flow of releasing stuff right now. So
Okay, thank you. So the last one. So do you have a message for your fans in Japan?
oh man, you need to teach me, how do I say I love Japan? Nihon is Japan, right?
日本大好きです。
Nihon daisuki desu?
Yeah.
That's my message. Nihon daisuki desu.
Wow, thank
Yeah.
you.